Hello yogis, welcome to your practice. My name is Ali. Today this practice will be focused on feeling centered and grounded, and I imagine quite a few of you have been spending more time than usual perhaps in front of a screen. So with that in mind, we're going to keep this practice short and sweet. Move our bodies, connect with our core, and really feel a firm foundation through our legs. So just to get started, you can come into child's pose, bringing the knees wide, big toes together. You can even pause, get a bit long through the torso. You can inhale the arms up, reaching to the sky. And on your exhale, start to reach the arms forward, patting the palms up towards the top of the mat. And then pressing through the hands to press the hips back. You can let the forehead rest on the ground. If the forehead can't quite reach the ground, it's fine to bring your hands to stack. And you can feel free to do that if it's more comfortable. Just letting the forehead rest on something. And pausing here just to feel your breath, starting to lengthen out your inhales and your exhales. On the inhale, let the rib cage expand, even feeling your back rise slightly. And on the exhales, letting the hips be heavy, forehead, legs, relaxing towards the ground. Connecting with your breath, noticing how your body feels right now. Letting yourself slow down. And bringing your attention to your breath, your body, just being on the mat. And taking 2 more cycles of breath here. A nice deep inhale. And on the exhale, walking your hands over to the right. Torso can move a bit towards that right thigh. Left fingertips walk out a little bit further. Pressing your left sit bone back towards the heels. Finding length to the left side, rib cage. Deep breaths here. And the next inhale, bring the hands center. And exhale over to the left, walking the palms over, torso shifts slightly. Right fingertips can walk out a little bit further. Hips press back. Long through that right side. Few deep breaths here. And on the next inhale, walking the hands back towards center. Nice. And then inhale, coming up onto all fours. Exhale, press the hips back, child's pose. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, press back. Just getting movement through the hip joints, the shoulders. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. This next inhale, stay upright and tabletop. You can bring the knees in slightly under the hips. Wrists about as wide as the outer edges of the shoulders. And on the next inhale, right arm reaches towards the ceiling. And we'll move with our breath here. As I exhale, sweep that arm under, tap the opposite shoulder. And inhale, reach the arm long. Exhale, reach under, tap, left elbow bends out to the side. Inhale, reach long towards the sky. One more time, exhale, reaching through, take a tap. Inhale, reaching long. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left arm reaches tall. Exhale, sweep it under, right elbow bends to the side. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, sweep it through. Inhale, extend. Last one, exhale, sweeping it under. Inhale, tall. Good. Exhale, set the hands down. Just a few rounds of cat-cow. So you can have the palms a little bit wider than the shoulders. Fingers spread nice and wide. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the sit bones. Exhale, round the back. Press the floor away. Tuck the chin. Inhale, arch, gaze up. Exhale, round. Chin down. Inhale, broadening through the collarbones, lifting the chest, sit bone. And exhale, come back center. You can send the hips back on the inhale. Stay for an exhale here. And then inhale, rising up onto the shins, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, arms reach forward and lean back just gently till you feel the front of the legs engage. Inhale, reach the arms tall. Exhale, tip back, squeeze the thighs towards each other. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, last one, tipping it back. Inhale. Exhale, set the hands down. Walk the hands forward. Tuck the toes and pressing back, down dog. You can walk out the feet. A little down dog jog. Bringing one heel up, pressing the other down. Finding length through the backs of the legs, calves, hamstrings, backs of the ankles. Good, and then you can walk the hands in a little bit closer towards the feet. Bend the knees a lot. Lift your bum up towards the ceiling and try to press so firmly through the arms that your rib cage, chest comes into contact with the thighs. Try to bring the shoulders down, press through the arms, forearms squeeze slightly together. Same for another breath. Good, and then keep the sit bones lifting. You can start to lower the heels towards the ground. Try to bring the lower ribs in, squeezing them in towards the back side of the rib cage. Nice, and then slowly walking the feet towards the top of the mat. Feet about hip width apart, Inhale, half lift, shoulders in line with the hips. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press through the legs, nice and strong. Rise up, arms reach tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. And we'll just do a couple rounds of sun salutations. Start to loosen up the body a bit more. Inhale, reach the arms tall. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, gaze forward. Exhale, fold. Send the left leg back. Nice long stance. Inhale, lift the chest. Stay up on your fingertips. Exhale, lower that back knee. And straighten out that front leg just a little bit, fold over. Inhale, rise back up. Sweep the arms tall. Exhale, lower the hands. Step back into a plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the knees. Slow lower all the way to the ground. Reach the legs back behind you. Really press the top of the feet into the ground so the knees are lifting. Arms alongside back of the hands to the ground. Squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you. Inhale, lift the chest. Keep the legs active, feet pressing down into the ground. Chest lifting. Fingers reaching back. Steady with the breath. Stay for one more inhale. Exhale, lower. Slide the hands up, chest tight, press back. Can move through child's pose, take a little stretch back. Inhale, down dog. Good, one breath here. And inhaling, left leg lifts. Exhale, step that foot forward. Can even get a little bit lighter on that left hand to help the foot come forward. And then help it, if you need to, towards the top of the mat. Up on fingertips. Inhale, lift the chest, strong through that back leg. And on the exhale, you can take a couple steps or one big one, both feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up, arms reach tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, right leg steps back. Nice long step, can wiggle it back a little further. Staying up on fingertips. Inhale, chest draws forward, strong through the back leg. Exhale, lower the back knee. Start to straighten out that front leg. Try to keep long and then fold forward over the front leg. Rebend that knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Low lunge here. Exhale, lower the hands. Step back into a plank. Inhaling here. Exhale, lower to the knees. Slow chaturanga with the knees down, elbows alongside the ribs. Shoulder points stay lifting. Maybe even pause halfway. Stay for breath. And then exhale all the way down. Walk the legs back behind you. Plant the hands chest height. Bring the shoulders towards the ears and then up towards the back. So squeezing those shoulder blades together. Press down towards in the hands. Drag the palms towards the hips as you lift the chest. It's a medium-sized cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, one more like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good, and then bring the fingertips out wide, elbows up towards the sky. Inhale, peeling the chest up. Exhale down. Plant the hands, press back, child's pose. Feel free to stay here for a breath or two. And then making your way in your time to down dog. Taking one cycle of breath in your down dog. Nice, and then inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step the foot up between the hands. Get a little lighter in that right hand. Lift the leg up, you can help it up towards the top of the mat. Up on fingertips, inhale, strong through that back leg. And exhale, step the back foot forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up, arms reach tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. You can close down the eyes. Just take a couple cycles of breath here. Spreading the toes nice and wide. Lifting them up and setting them back onto the ground. Even letting your thumbs press into the sternum and then lifting your chest up into the hands. And blinking the eyes open. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, sit the bum back, chair pose. A few breaths here. Leaning back a little bit into the heels, the toes are light. Again, spreading them wide, setting the toes down. Check that you can see those toes and that the knees are just about in line with the second toe. And one more inhale. Good, and exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. Step the right leg back. Plant that right hand. Inhale, left arm. You're just going to make circles with that left arm. So reaching forward, up, back towards the back leg, and then swing it around. Change direction so you can see me. Inhale, arm reaches up and back. Exhaling down. Inhale, up and back. And we'll do one more. Nice wide circle. Good. Exhale. You can lower the hands, lower that back knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands interlace behind the head. You can have the back foot tucked or flat. Inhale, lift the chest here. Keep that front foot pressing down and drawing back towards the back knee. Exhale, you can round a little forward, elbows pull towards each other. Inhale, lift, open the chest. Exhale, a little round forward. Inhale, open. Feet draw towards each other, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open. And you can bring the left hand to the thigh. Inhale, right arm sweeps up. And exhale, twist, hooking that right elbow outside that left thigh. Maybe palms come together. Stay here. Possibly, if you feel stable today, tuck the back toes and lift that back knee. If you're a little bit wobbly, feel free to keep the knee down or make the stance a little bit wider, heel toeing this front foot towards the left. One. And then exhale, release that. Then we're gonna crawl the hands inside the feet. So you're in a wide leg fold. I'm just turning so you can see me. And then heel toe the feet a little bit wider here. So the toes are slightly turned in, heel slightly out. Plant the hands under the shoulders. You can be up on fingertips or blocks. That's fine if the ground's a bit far away. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Keep the legs strong. One more lift, inhale. Good, exhale, folding forward. And then you can bring the hands to the hips. Press strongly through the feet, rising up. Take the right toes, turn them towards the skinny edge of the mat. Left heel, the back heel, kick it back, arms wide. Inhale here, strong legs. Exhale, bend that right knee, warrior two. Gazing over the front fingers, right fingers. Can gaze down to just briefly check that the toes are visible inside that front knee. Send the attention to the back foot. Press firmly through the pinky side edge of that foot. Nice. Next, inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Exhale, arms wide. Pressing the feet down and apart, reaching forward with the right fingers. Then hinging, trying to keep the lower side, right side long for triangles. You can have your hands resting on that front shin or hovering inside. Gaze can be down, maybe to the side, or up towards the top thumb. Good, one more breath. Gazing down, bend that front knee, back to warrior two. Reverse, left fingers down that back leg, right arm reaches up and over. Inhaling here, and then exhaling, spinning the arms, right forearm to the thigh, left arm sweeps across the cheek, over the ear, side angle. Sitting down, lower both hands, step back into plank. You can meet in down dog, or if you'd like to lower down, take a little back bend here, and meeting in down dog. And staying for a couple cycles of breath here. Sending your attention to your hands pressing into the floor, forearms squeezing together. Feet, toes spread wide. And trying to send the weight more towards the heels. Seeing if you can share the weight between the hands and the legs. One more breath here. And then bend the knees, look forward. Start to walk the hands towards the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, arms reach tall. Exhale, sit back into a chair. Couple breaths here. Check out the toes. Send the bum back. A little bit more weight in the heels. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, folding forward, left foot steps back. Nice long stance. Plant the left palm down. I'm making those circles with the right arm. Inhale, forward and up. Reach back. Exhale. Inhale to open. Draw as big of a circle as you can. Moving with the breath. Good, one more. Using that inhale, reach forward and up. And exhale, lower it down. Plant the hands, lower that back knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the head. Use the inhale to reach the chest up towards the sky, open the elbows. Exhale, a little round forward. Inhale, open, head presses into the hands, feet squeeze towards each other. Exhale, round. And inhale, open. Exhale, rounding forward. Inhale, opening the arms. Exhale, let the arms come down, right hand to the thigh. Inhale, left arm reaches tall. And exhale, twist, hooking that elbow. Palms together. Front foot, back knee, squeeze towards center. Keeping the gaze wherever it helps you find balance. And if you like, you did it on the other side, you can tuck the back toes and spend a breath or two with that back leg lifting. One more breath wherever you're at. And then lower the hands. And we'll walk the hands towards center again. And I'll turn to face you. You can see what I'm doing. Feet are wide, folding inside. This time you can stay here, just working on opening up through the back sides of the legs. You could also start to walk the hands a little bit behind you and play a little bit with the weight, sending the weight a little towards the toes and rocking back towards the heels. And just staying in this wide leg fold for one more cycle of breath. Walking the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, half lift. You can come up on fingertips or blocks. And bringing the hands to the hips. Try to stay here. Elbows squeeze back behind you. Press down through the hands. Rise up. Good. Left toes forward this time. Towards the skinny edge of the mat. Angle the back foot sharply in. Arms wide. Strong through the legs. Inhale. And exhale, bending that front knee. Warrior two. Check that you can see the toes inside that front knee. Gaze over the front fingers. Find that balance between strength in the pose, but keeping the arms, shoulders soft away from the ears. Gaze soft. And next inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Exhale, arms parallel, keep the legs active, reach forward with the left fingers, tip the arms, triangle pose, keeping that left side nice and long. Again, fingers can rest on the shin, on a block if you have one, or just hovering inside that front leg. One more breath here. Gaze down, press through the legs, rising up, rebend the front knee, reverse your warrior, left arm reaches up, right arm down the back leg. Inhale here. And exhale, bring that left forearm to the thigh. Right arm sweeps across the cheek and over the ear. Strong through the back leg, opening the chest. Gazing down, lower the hands, step back into a plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga, knees or no knees. Inhale, take a cobra lift. Exhale, lower. And then pressing back into child's pose. Just taking a couple breaths here. Notice your breath. Let it start to lengthen back out. Looking for about as long of a breath on the inhale as you have on the exhale. One more breath. Good, and starting to walk your hands in, rising up. Taking a breath here, you can roll the shoulders back. And bringing the hands forward, tuck the toes, walk yourself towards the back of the mat, just a forward fold here. Bend the knees a lot, grab opposite elbows. Let yourself sway side to side. You can give your head a little shake, no, and yes. And then releasing the elbows. Keep the knees bent a lot. Take your time, slowly roll yourself up all the way to standing. Letting the head come up last. Good. We'll spend a little bit of time balancing, just feeling really grounded here through our feet in tree pose. So standing on your left foot, spread the toes wide. You can start to bring the right leg either to the ankle, the calf. Could guide that foot further up to the thigh, just above the knee. Pressing foot into the thigh, thigh against the foot. Think of grounding through the standing leg to rise a little taller. You can have hands to the heart. Find your drishti. So just a still place to send your gaze. The gaze can be soft, a little out of focus. When you're ready, maybe lifting the arms tall. And staying for a couple more breaths. And slowly reversing how you came in. Hands to the heart. Slowly releasing that foot, sending it back down. Other side, standing into the right foot, toes spread wide. Left foot, you can stack it against the ankle, calf, or up higher onto the thigh. And find that connection between the foot and the leg, foot and the thigh, pressing together. Standing leg, pressing firmly against the ground. Growing a little taller through the spine. Chest lifting. Palms together. Finding a still spot to gaze at. Allowing the breath to slow. When you're ready, you can extend the arms up. And embrace that little bit of waver. It's a bit necessary to help you find the balance. Let yourself be flexible with those movements. Bringing the palms back to the heart. Slowly releasing that foot to the ground. Stepping towards the top of the mat. Inhale, sweeping the arms tall. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, half lift, gaze forward. Exhale, fold. Can separate the feet, heel toe the feet wide, toes out, heels in, lower the bum, Malasana. Trying to sit nice and tall here, just for a couple of breaths. Pressing the arms against the legs, legs against the arms. And then reaching the arms forward. Try to let yourself come onto your bum. And we'll finish, before we lie on our back, with a little bit of core work. So this is our bit where we get to focus more on the feeling centered. Right here in our center of gravity. Coming onto your bum. Sit bones. You can lift the toes up slightly. You could, depending on how your back goes with this, you really want to keep a long spine. So that means keeping the toes just touching the ground or one toe on the ground. They're lifting, that's fine. If you can, lifting the shins parallel to the ground. Maybe bringing the arms out to the side. Stay working here. Or maybe extending one leg, keep the other bent. Swap sides. You can give both a try, keeping the chest lifting. Rebend. And then collect the legs, sit up nice and tall. If you can keep the feet hovering, you can try that. Keep that balance on the bum. Good, and one more round, a little bit different. You're gonna bring the knees to one side. So bring the knees over to the left, arms to the right. Slowly paddling legs and arms. Good. And then swapping sides. Nice slow movements. Still trying to find the breath here. Slower the better. One more little bit each side, rock to the other. Legs to one side, arms to the other. Good, and back, other side. Almost there. Hug the knees in, good work. And then you can rock down onto your back. Take the knees in, thighs to the chest, rock side to side. Good, and then lower the feet to the ground. You can have the feet hip width or a little bit wider. Grab the edges of your sticky mat. Roll your shoulder blades underneath you. So lifting up the chest, rolling the arms underneath. You can even kind of curl the hands underneath the mat and like you're pulling your mat apart. Lift the hips a little, tuck the tail, press through the feet, lifting the hips tall, even working the shoulders more underneath you. Letting the back of the head press into the ground. Chin is lifting a little bit away from the chest. pressing through the feet. Let the chest lift towards the chin. Again, keeping the back of the head down, chin up. Stay for one more cycle of breath. And exhale, slowly lower that all the way down to the ground. Good, bringing the arms out into cactus arms, elbows bent. Shift the hips a little bit to the left. Take the right ankle over that left knee, and let the legs go to the right. Can keep the gaze straight up or over towards the left shoulder. Deep breaths here. Really enjoying this gentle twist, length through that left side. And inhaling, leg center. Lift the hips up and over to the right. Left ankle crosses the right knee. Knees go towards the left. Gaze over the right shoulder. Nice deep breaths. Feeling the length through the right side. And then inhaling, knees back center. Recenter the hips. And feel free to bring the knees in towards the chest, a little rock side to side. You can reach inside the legs for the feet for happy baby. Start to close down the eyes. And then lengthening the legs out, just a short shavasana. Taking up some space, the legs and the arms, palms open. If you need, you can move your bum out down towards the feet. Sometimes that can help with the low back. If you tend to have a bit of a tight low back, can bring the feet wide, knock your knees together, knees bent. Just finding a comfortable shape. If you prefer seated meditation, that's fine too. Won't be here long. Just taking a few moments to enjoy stillness. Let your body receive all the benefits of the practice. Please feel free to stay here and rest for as little or as long as you like. I'll leave your practice here in your hands. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.